scrimmage. What happened today compared to last week, and what progress did you see?
I think compared to last week, I think our young guys they were playing a little quicker. I think they were able to step up, and some of the threes were in with the twos, and the twos last week were with the ones. So I think that's good. It's about time that some of them stepped up to show us that they're ready to play in a couple weeks here. So I think if it's any difference, our young guys are making an impact now, maybe.
Right. Just how do you evaluate what happened on the offensive line today? I mean, Jeff was not pleased last week with what happened.
You know, everyone has their days, but I'd say our O-line, we got who we want, who we need there, and we have some players that are willing to step up and play their role, whether we're asking them to switch positions on the line or whatever they need to do. But we have some guys that are passionate to play there and to help Elijah and protect him.
What kind of camp have you guys gotten from similar?
You know, I think Elijah always produces when he can. You know, everyone doesn't make the right decisions at times. Like, everyone makes mistakes, but I like the way Elijah's been competing for his role, and you know, it's hard for him coming back from that type of injury. But I think he's been doing a good job, and whenever he's thrown to me, at least I can't complain. It's been pretty good. It's been on my chest or somewhere I can catch it. So.
How do you evaluate what the defensive line has done this game, and how much of what they're doing has caused the offensive line some issues?
Yeah, you know, the D line is always going to have a big effect on how Elijah plays, because you know he needs some time back there, and it depends on how our O line is playing that day. But I think the D line during our camp has been doing a pretty good job of penetrating and getting back there, I would say. But you know, they got some young players. They got some people that can step up and make an impact this season. So that's really what we're waiting on, is just to see who wants to get back there in that pocket and make sacks and make plays. So.
What do you feel like can kind of define you?
I think we have a really strong receiving core, both from tight ends and receivers. But I think with Elijah, Plummer, Aiden, Sipe, anyone who's back there, I think they're going to be willing. They know who the targets are and who they need to get the ball to. So I would say from a receiving standpoint, we're going to be pretty good. And then from our run, you know, we got some good backs that can make cuts and make moves and have good vision. So I think we're going to be good in both aspects of run and pass.
How much does, there's been a lot of focus, things will open up for Rondell with Milton Wright and David Bell and some of those guys. How do the tight ends, and how do you benefit from that as well?
You know, even since we only had one player last year, really, who was opening it up. Well, we had more, but Rondell was the most noticeable. He was opening up a lot of the middle of the field for tight ends. So even having that more space out there with Milton Wright, David Bell, Jared Sparks, all those guys out there, I think for the tight end position, it's going to be a lot of opportunities for us, and it's our job to go out there and make those plays.
What was your focus in camp? What did you, now that it's over, what do you want to get better at, and where do you feel like you're at right now?
I said last time, I think my fundamentals, you know, I think I'm athletically sound. Like I can do everything athletically wise, but when it comes to the exact steps and the motions to get to the positioning that you want to be, like the most efficient way to make a block or to run a route, I think when it comes to fundamentals, it can be a very important role as instead of just being athletic or like using your instincts.
Does it change anything for you? Obviously, with Cole being gone, you guys had the timeshare for a couple of years. Now I mean, it's sort of your position now.
You know, Cole being gone, he was our go-to guy at tight end right there. So I think that just allows for the young guys especially to step up, since I've had the playing time and the experience. But now it's just up to whoever wants to step up and take Cole's spot in the 2 tight end package or whatever it may be. You know.
Where's Payne Durham at in his development?
You know, all of them are looking good, but Payne, he's looking pretty good. Him and Darius are the vets of above Kyle and Garrett, of course. You know, they're just the freshmen, but they're doing good. They're doing well. But I'd say Payne has really stepped up. He's learned quick, which was unexpected. Not having much football under his belt, you know, he's done a pretty good job learning. So I think he's going to play a huge role in this.